Red Wolves will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Florida Gators offense will get the first swing of the game. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense will take the field for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is beat. And this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be hitting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Handoff to the fullback. Tackle, but he has a first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll pitch it. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, taking away the inside, making him bounce. The only thing that could have been better about this run is if the running back would have actually been man enough to stay in bounds and take the hit. We would have loved that. Come on, man, stay in bounds.
Hard-hitting tackle. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fights off a defender. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
And the Red Wolves look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on first down. Coming after it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take that.
At the 27. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Trucks through the defender. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play action.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
That's fine. It's fine. It's the same play anyway.
The give to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Gators headed quickly to the line.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of it.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Play action pass
Never looked
success
over
has
at
a
me.
lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Couple of guys
I
there
could have
to
swore
get him
he
on
was
the
throwing
ground.
that downfield.
I love the QB here. He holds it,
not
just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
A shot toward the end zone.
Thank you.
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run.
Yeah.
And they capitalize not only
I
on the
wasn't
pick,
anticipating
but the
being
great
able to take that all
return
the way
to give
back.
the offense tremendous field position.
Nice
Let's get
play
outside.
by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage,
Give
right?
me the
They
edge,
know
Sarah.
where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive
Why
guys,
do I
you
feel
still
like
got to
that's not
guess.
what you were
You might be a
supposed to
little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Goes to the option. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Still running at the 40. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs.
I think I got something in
That's
my
the end
eye.
of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Might end up playing with only being able to see out of one eye. James.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break.
Unfortunately, James, I'm Arkansas State.
The give to the tailback.
We do not need Florida making
Not
plays.
a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was
No,
on
this is a
the radar.
Dynasty
He
game.
found the football.
It's against the
and
computer,
flew
so-
down with some bad intentions.
Release to the back. He's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Red Wolves in the hurry up.
Seal the edge, 65.
The give and the run on 4th down.
There we go.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first
Alright,
down.
let's get...
You're in plus territory, no desire to
Throw
give the
on the
football
edge.
back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
Oh,
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Nope,
The offense
didn't
will
want
have
that.
to use its first
did
time
not
out of
mean
the
to call
half.
big spike.
2nd down coming up. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. Brought
Alright,
down
you
just
can-
outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
He's going to run it. Headed to the end zone. And
He's
he
so
rolls
quick.
into the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Harbaugh, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48.
You're supposed
no need to measure it to first down.
Man, everywhere you go.
When you're a playmaker like this
You
guy
let them
is,
run a
your
curl
coaches
out.
are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Great formation.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
All right.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
On the move, it's Renfro.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this
Let's see
running
if we can
attack.
hit him with a counter.
Trying to move them on the counter. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
The hand to the running back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Man, they have been great on fourth down. A perfect 3 for 3. They'll try it again here. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now 2nd and 10.
Let's try a slip screen now.
He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much
73,
room
you
to
can't
run, and
blast
not
a guy
whole
and
lot
then
of
fall.
help. Gain there. It's still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now.
Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side.
I was afraid
And
that
he's
would happen.
brought down after a huge completion. And the Gators will hustle to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Complete. And he's running in the open. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
There it is.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. The offense set for a first down play.
I like that matchup with Stanford out there.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
O-line, I need you to not flinch on something like that.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty.
We could have had a free play.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Now they're not giving it to me. All right, Renfro.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. At the 35, he's got room. He's got 59 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Takes it the other way.
I forgot what route he was running.
Return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys in my eyes. I might have
Doesn't
to
help I didn't see that defender either, but I definitely thought he was running a different route.
Use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Caught in the backfield. It's Alvarez.
We're about to give up 3 points because of that.
There, moved it forward just a few. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Got out of trouble, got
Save
rid
it.
of it.
Oh, should have had it, man.
Incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Right.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away,
Right, you
forcing
don't
the incompletion.
do the
Now
block
it's
here.
decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Nope. Ooh, he almost missed it.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
He almost missed that.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Here's the return from inside his 10.
Oh, I ran into my own guy.
Had a chance to
Dang
shake
it.
loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
All right, let's try a counter.
One more snap coming before halftime. The give on the counter. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Mizzle.
All right, guys, you've been calling
Probably
a
not tonight,
magnificent
but
game there in Gainesville.
You send me a friend
And
request
it's
or
been
something, I
said
wouldn't mind
football
playing
is
you
a game of inches,
another
and
night.
guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays
All right,
we've
lead
seen
ball
in
second
Madden.
half.
But really, this game
We're
is
gonna
going to
go
come
turbo.
down to which team is more efficient when they have
Start
the
the
ball
second half
and how
off.
they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
Oh, that was
This guy
freaking
makes
hilarious.
you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that
All right.
last line of the coverage team,
Turbo.
the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Arkansas State
What
has it
formation
ready to
do we
go
wanna
to
go
work
turbo
on
in?
offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
I was about to say.
The option look. Oh, and he
Dang
can't
it,
hold the
Yuki.
pitch, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something
Every
of it.
time, man. Every time.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Oh,
And
Stanford.
that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he'll pick
We
up
probably
the
need to
1st
turn
down
the
after a
strip ball
tough run
aggressiveness
there.
off.
The Gators racing to the line in a hurry up. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. And you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Unleashes one. Complete downfield.
There
And
we
he
go.
was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. On the option. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Here comes the hurry up.
Okay. Oh, dang
Movement
it.
on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the
All
penalty.
right.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
It's going to go huddle one bunch wide now.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw.
Oh,
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
sometimes better be lucky than good.
Getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground. Incomplete pass.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Red Wolves are flying down the field.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Feeling some heat.
They're trying so hard to keep it contained. They leave the rush lanes up the middle.
Yeah, Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. FIU handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown, and what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first.
Dang it.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like,
There isn't anything I can do about that than less.
I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
There we go.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. First down here for the offense.
Renfro to get some yards here.
Looking for space. It's Renfro. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Well, you take
He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it. Defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now.
And Renfro says goodbye.
Past the 10. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the pummeling has started. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Good,
guys, once the QB pulls it on a play like that, he's wrong.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Moving away from pressure. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup here. comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Cochran. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Skips away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Third down play from the gun. Now adjusting. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Direct snap.
Stop him.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Probably the only people upset about going for it.
I'm challenging that. He was short.
Hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
He at best headed at the 3.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout.
They still gave it to him at the 2? Wow. All right.
The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal.
3:25. Reload. Check.
He'll set up to throw. Trying to get to it. And he sprints to the end zone.
I'm a little upset about that.
Florida.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job
down.
done.
Don't fumble. I've got some guys that I've got at least one guy I want in the game though.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They want that clock to run. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
This time to shine.
Yeah, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Bowls his way forward.
And such an advantage when you got a quarterback that you can design the run game through. Like, it makes it so difficult because instead of handing it off back in the day, Palmer, like you used to do all the time, and stand there, now you get the running back blocking for you, so you're adding an extra blocker in the run game, which makes it really nice on an offense.
Yeah, I had way less pressure in that play. It was literally just throw the ball or turn around and hand it off to someone way more athletic than me.
Now the toss. Touchdown, Red Bull!
I want Pereira to score.
Is on.
We had
put
not
another one on the board here in the fourth quarter.
this game.
How about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to escape and get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Let's go, team.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense
Well,
here
I
should
wanted
feel
to put it
really
in,
good
but I
about their
can't,
performance
so.
today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over.
Just destroying his way through the field. And they're going to score
Let's
again.
go, Carrera.
Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner
49
goes down.
yards for another 100-yard game.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the right.
Told y'all to play the pass over the top.
I'm
and
sorry
that's
you're
what we did.
unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous
I
play.
know it's the
A
bad
late
times, but still,
touchdown.
come on.
In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next
They're
week
going to
from
onside
this
kick
game.
again.
No doubt, offense is about finding
Good,
your rhythm.
because I wasn't Carrera doing as many yards as freaking
At least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Fair catch, Bill.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out. And that tackle almost
Let's go.
certainly
He's got
saved
100
the
yards.
touchdown
Oh, no,
after
he's
he
only
ripped off a
needs 5
huge
more.
gain.
All right.
You're going to win
we
a
gotta
lot of
find a play to
games
get him
if
5
you can
more.
generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, beat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Red Wolves want to move quickly. Rides to the back. Powers through the defender.
He's got another 100-yard
Boy, is
game.
he
Let's
close
go.
to that first down, maybe just a couple of
That's my
inches short.
favorite thing
And
about
there's
this.
nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football
43
and you don't
overall
stop.
freshman
It's
running
been
back
that
getting
kind of
100
day for this
yards
defense. They haven't played
in
well.
3
They're going to have to
minutes.
go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
Did they
They
get
sure
they
do,
gave it to
David. We
Carrera?
know
Oh,
teams
that's
get
so
better
awesome.
or they get worse over the course
I
of
love
the
it.
season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I gotta get better at throwing the ball, though. My goodness. So Renfro, 17 for 140. Yuki, 10 for 96. Bordley, 9 for 42. Herrera, 7 for 103. Doherty's probably a little upset. He's not played much this season. Alright. Oh, can I finally... Yes. Actually, I have points that I can use on this. I like that. I need to get one of that. We're gonna get that one. And next up, we need to get these. So that and those. I don't really care about. I don't really care for the stuff that actually makes the other team worse. Like that fast tempo one, you know, that stuff makes sense a little bit. And team exposure boost for first downs. I probably won't spend points on the tipped your hand one though. But I'll try to get those four for fast tempo defense. Discipline communication ones. Okay. Awesome. Set ready to advance. How many more games are left? Oh, okay, quite a bit. I think we just advanced to this week tonight though, so that's not. Alright. Alright. That is it from me tonight. I'll give a little preview for what I'm working on. It's not ready yet, but this is just my test run. But I'll show it off real quick before I get off of here. This is gonna be funny because it's a team of pretty much all freshmen, and they're all 1 or 2 stars. This one it's a fullback. That's the only player that I made a freshman on the team builder roster, and then the rest of these are either walk-ons or actually, I guess none of them are walk-ons. Crap. I gotta move this guy to right guard or else it won't let me play a game, I would imagine. What the heck? So, that looks really weird. Oh, it's the knee braces. Okay. Maybe? like that. Okay, it's the knee brace. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I've never gone and looked at linemen before to see what they looked like. So. I wonder if, now we gotta test this. Let's start with real quick. Yeah, because I still need everything. Maybe my 1-3 star. And that'll be my 1-3 star. Oh wait, hold on. I got an easier way to do this. Some schedules. Now we gotta see if it even lets us play a game. Because if it doesn't, I have to reassess this. I'm the only one that offered him. Two of us offered him. Just me. Two of us. Two of us. Just me. Just me. Just me. Just me. Advance to the next week. Now let's just see if it lets us play. Those might be my favorite. I do like these two though. Alright. We won't play much of this. I just want to see if it works.
Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium in Madison, Wisconsin, one of the great venues in all of college football. And Bucky and the Badgers ready to tee things up in this home opener this afternoon. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here comes the talented freshman. A huge spot for him. There might be a bit of a learning curve here, guys.
No doubt, being so young, he just has to be able to handle his emotion. He's got a lot of talent, David. He just has to keep it all under control.
Man, keep it under control. Realize it's one play at a time. Don't try to do too much, but he's got the talent, and now he's going to have to earn the respect of everybody around him.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's the handoff. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just
Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the left.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40.
That's about all we're
They
going to
bring
be
him
able to
down,
do.
and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carry.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, doing and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the...
Okay. Alright. That's going to do it. We'll be back tomorrow.